That was one of the eye-opening moments for me. When I learned webhooks and I figured out how to connect it to Activepieces, I was able to basically achieve anything that I could dream of.
Hey everybody, it's Jordan from Activepieces. Today I'm talking to the founder of DesignQA about how he saves a ton of time by automating with Activepieces, Stripe, Slack, Gmail, Webhooks, Google Sheets, and the party Parrot. This was a super fun automation conversation, so stick around to learn a thing or three.
My name is Mahdi, and I'm the founder of DesignQA. We are building a tool to help streamline and automate the DesignQA process. Our main product is a Chrome extension. You can use it on literally any website. So let's use it on Activepieces. So you click Start Test, and then you can select any element on the page to report a UI bug in that element. So we're clicking on the heading, and then you can describe the issue. Then you can add or attach a design reference. This is a mock-up of the Google's landing page, but for the sake of this demo, I'm just showing it real quick. And then you submit the issue. The cool thing about our tool is that we highlight all the bugs and issues for you, so you don't have to test things manually. We will identify all the discrepancies between your implementation and the actual design.
That's cool as hell, man. I'm going to use this to bother Ash.
Yes.
And how do you use Activepieces in your work?
I use DesignQA. Can we cut that?
Yeah, of course.
And I use Activepieces for a lot of different things. I started using Activepieces to help us collect emails in a waitlist website. But now I use it for a variety of things. Most importantly, we use it to get notifications whenever someone signs up to try out our product and whenever someone subscribes to one of our plans. I really like the ease of getting things started with Activepieces. If you want to keep things easy and simple, you can do that. Getting started is just a matter of creating your first trigger and then one automation based on that. So this is our homepage. Whenever someone lands in here and they want to try out our product, they would click the Get Started Free button. Once they click it, they will be taken to the sign up page. Once they create an account or sign up for a new account, we receive a notification on Slack about their sign up. That's the first part. The other part is when someone decides to subscribe to one of our plans by clicking the Start Free Trial button. Once they complete the payment flow through Stripe, we receive a notification in Slack about their submission or subscription. So what you're looking at is the DesignQA app signups flow or automation. I created this just to be fully aware when someone signs up to try out our product, DesignQA. And the way it works is by using my favorite thing, new thing in the world now, the webhooks. So I started by creating a webhook, which I use in Supabase, which is our backend. And then every time someone signs up for an account on DesignQA, we look for that information in a Google Sheet just to make sure this person is not a team member, because we do sign up for a lot of accounts when we are testing our product, and we want to make sure that these signups are not something that we receive a notification from. Then after that, I figured that I could use something called a router, which is a cool thing. It allows you to set conditions. So my condition here, if this person is a DesignQA team member, we will just basically do nothing. They will be ignored, these new signups. However, if they were not part of our team, the Activepieces is going to send a Slack message with their details. And then after a short amount of delay, which is also another cool thing in Activepieces, is that you can delay an action if you don't want to perform it right away. So after, I think, 30 minutes, we send them a welcome email. The main reason why there is a short delay is because I don't want to interrupt their onboarding flow. So if they were just starting out and trying the product, I don't want to take them away from the product. I want them to enjoy using it. And that's the end of the flow. It's simple, but very powerful. Before that, before I created this automation, I used to go manually to our backend to see every new sign up manually and look through the tables and try to figure out who's this person, what do they do, where do they work at. But now I don't have to do that because all that information comes straight to my Slack. And better, and one added benefit to all that is that my entire team now sees when someone signs up, and we all get hyped up. Hey, someone just signed up and is trying the product. So I really like this automation. It's one of my favorites so far. This is our signups channel. This is where we receive all the notifications when someone signs up to try out the product. So in this example, we're looking at a person named Itori. He signed up to try out the product. And we also have another notification from the same person because they signed up or subscribed to one of our plans. So the first automation is just for email signups, and the second one is for subscribing to one of our paid plans.
Is that a Roland FP30 behind you?
Yeah. How did you know?
I used to have a Roland FP60.
Oh, okay.
In white.
Not a lot of people actually like the white one. I prefer it.
It's obviously cooler.
I agree. The way this automation works is so this is the webhooks URL. I use it in, as I mentioned earlier, in Supabase. So every time someone signs up, Supabase pings this webhook and passes the information to it. And then that information or user data goes into checks for that data in a Google Sheet. So we do a search for a value, and this value is the user email. We pick it up from here, record body email. So we go to body, and then we find it here in record. And in this example, we are just looking up for the email. Again, this is to check if this person is part of our DesignQA team. Then once we do that, we go to the router. In this router, we do the check. If we were able to find that email in the Google Sheet, this means that this condition is going to be true. And in this example, we're not doing anything. And if it was false, we do send a Slack message. And this is where all the fun happens. We send the messages to a channel called signups, and then we pass this details in the message. So first of all, we start the message with new signup, and then we use the party parrot emoji, the best emoji in Slack. And then we pass the name and the email. And again, we get those from the webhook. So through the webhook, we get all that information. And if we click on it, we can swap it or change that details with whatever. So we have a lot of information available to us, including the profile picture also. But I'm not going to go through that here. We use the profile picture. We have assigned a specific profile picture for our bot to make it look a little special. And one other detail we attach to every notification is the URL to the user's avatar, because we would like to see the person who signed up to also draw some sort of a human connection between us and that person, because they are people just like us, and we like that kind of stuff. And then as I mentioned before, there's a little bit of a delay to give them a chance to get onboarded properly. The delay here is actually for 10 minutes. Maybe I should increase it to 30 minutes, because maybe that's a little better. And then after the delay, we send them a welcome email. In this welcome email, we let them know that they made it. Welcome to DesignQA, and then we say, hey there, and welcome them to the product. And if they would like to schedule a session with me to give feedback or to ask any questions they may have.
You mentioned the Slack and Stripe integration. Do you want to walk us through how that works?
The Stripe integration is very similar to the sign-up integration. We, again, check in Stripe if we received a new customer in the Stripe customers database or table. Once we get a new customer, we check our spreadsheet if this customer is part of our team. And then we do a router where we check if this user is a member of the DesignQA team. If they were, we just ignore them. If they were not, we send a Slack message to the team to let them know that someone just subscribed to try out our service, and they might convert to become a customer. And we get a notification on Slack to celebrate that, just like this. So setting this up was actually pretty easy. All I had to do is figure out which specific Stripe action or trigger I need to use for this. There were, I think, multiple triggers with Stripe. So when I looked this up, there was a new payment, new customer, new subscription. I picked the new customer because I figured that this is the one that would be best for my use case. Because I previously was checking Stripe manually. I was opening my account, checking the customers table, seeing who's new, which email I don't recognize. But now I don't have to do that. All I have to do is just let people do their thing, let them sign up, subscribe, and I get all this information in Slack. And again, this is a great motivator for me and the team to receive these kind of notifications in Slack to celebrate these small moments or small milestones.
Awesome. So maybe we'll move on to the final use case.
Yes. What we are looking at here is the first actual automation I created with Activepieces. It's dead simple, but super powerful. So when we were starting out as DesignQA, we wanted to collect emails to get an idea of the interest in the market for what we are building. So I built the Waitlist website, and everything looked great. But when it came to connecting this web interface to a backend, that's where I was like, what I'm gonna do. Then I looked online. I found Activepieces, and I was like, maybe I should give it a try. So I did give it a try, and I didn't have any kind of expectations for if that's going to work or not. But to my surprise, that worked like magic. I was able to connect my front end, my website, to Activepieces, and every time someone signs up on the waitlist, they will go to a Google Sheet. And then I would receive an email with their sign-up details, and that includes their name, email, org size, the country, and some other details that are important for me. And after that, I would either engage with them to schedule a call, or I would send them another email to sign up and try the beta version of the product. And then I was also sending them another automated email. So the first email was sent to me to notify me about them signing up, about these new users signing up. The second email is to the customer or to the person who signed up to welcome them and to let them know that they can schedule a call with me to for a demo. So it says, thank you for signing up, and this is the link to schedule a demo. So this automation is one of the first things I started with Activepieces, and I really like it for multiple reasons. One of the reasons I actually like it is that when I looked for alternatives in the market for ways to collect emails for a waitlist, there were a lot of paid options. They were very simple, but they were paid. Activepieces is free. You can use it like for a lot of things for free until you reach, I think, 1,000 actions, which is a lot. I think most people are not going to reach that limit. And best of all, the limit renews every month. So that's also great and cool. But so there are paid options that are simple, and there are free options that are very complicated. Activepieces was one of the only or the few options that I found that are simple, easy, and free. So it checked all the boxes for me, and I was like, okay, this is awesome. I can't believe that this is free.
So how much time as a founder would you say that these automations save you every week?
It's a little hard to quantify that, but I would say I used to check the number of signups a few times every day, like 5, if not 10 times every day. And if it was just like a minute, we're talking about like 10 to 20 minutes every day spent just checking data. And now it happens passively. I just get a notification when there's something that requires my attention. And the same goes for the waitlist. The waitlist, I wouldn't be able to do that without like an Activepieces automation. So it saves me a lot of time. There are other things that I am thinking about automating. One of those is posting on social media. That's one of those things that consume a lot of my time at the moment, because this is part of my marketing strategy to post on social media and be active in multiple platforms. Doing that manually is time consuming. It consumes like an hour to 2 hours every day. And I believe I could like automate that with Activepieces to save all that time. If you learn how to use webhooks, I think you are opening like, or you are exposing yourself to a lot of different use cases. You can do almost anything with webhooks and Activepieces. So, and that was one of the eye-opening moments for me. When I learned webhooks and I figured out how to connect it to Activepieces, I was able to basically achieve anything that I could dream of. The first one was for me to create the waitlist for my website or my product. And that was just the beginning. And I really liked how Activepieces makes it so easy and so simple to find the piece that you're looking for, or the integration that could do the thing that you have in your mind or you envision. So for example, in my case, I was looking for a way to add records to a Google Sheet. I just did a quick search. It was my first time using the tool. And in a second, I was able to find the piece that I could use for that specific use case. And later on, I learned that Activepieces actually launched a new tables tool, which actually seems like a better fit for my use case. I haven't played with it yet, but it seems that the company is doing a lot of cool things to keep the product getting better, and yeah, they're on top of it, it seems to me.
Thanks for your time, man. It was great to chat, and yeah, thanks for showing us your flows.
Thank you for the opportunity, for letting me show my appreciation to you and the team for building this incredible tool. I can't wait for all the new things that you guys will do to improve it and to take it to even a step higher, or to make it even better. I already mentioned to you before that you are really good at what you're doing. I sent you, that was my first message to you, right?
I think you said
something cheesy.
Your Activepieces videos are art pieces.
I'm a dad. I'm allowed to make these kind of jokes.
And there you go. Everybody loves webhooks. If you have a cool automation that you've made in Activepieces, just drop a comment and we will respond. And as always, if you like and subscribe, you'll be entered into a sweepstakes to win a hug from me. See you later, automators.